What is up, Budget Billers? My name is Trail, better known as Budget Bill, and this is your fourth stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Thursday, July the 15th. Hello everyone, and we have some exciting news to share with you today. We have a new deal on the table for the infrastructure package. This just coming days after the Republicans stated that they no longer want to work with the Democrats. They just reached a deal on a massive $3.5 trillion. The Democrats are really trying to stick it to the Republicans right now while providing the necessary funds or stimulus money for the country and for the people. This bill is massive, guys, and the Democrats are feeling pretty good about it as well. We're going to discuss exactly what we know so far regarding this bill that's included in it, as well as perhaps when we can expect this bill to pass. In addition, we have more stimulus checks coming out today and maybe even tomorrow. $1,000 checks, $300 checks, and $250 checks. And some people receiving all three of those, which means your bank account is sitting fat today. And then we also have our two top stories of the day in the Daily News Bite. So I hope that you don't laugh at me, guys, today on this, but we'll just see. Those are just some of the topics that we are going to cover today. But if this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome and glad to have you. On this channel, we talk about finance, real estate, credit cards, Bitcoin and crypto, and stimulus update news. So if you're interested in any of those, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. That way you can join our community. Also, if you end up liking the content in this video or even laughing at one of my jokes, then be sure to like this video. Other than that, guys, hey, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, guys, let's talk about this massive infrastructure bill. But first, I mentioned to you a few days ago that Mitch McConnell stated that the bipartisanship is over. Believe the words that are coming out of my mouth. And then he followed that up with their main goal right now is to stop President Biden, whatever he's trying to do. Well, good job of that, because the Biden administration is moving ahead with their own bill without the support of Republicans. This bill is massive and has a price tag of $3.5 trillion. The Democrats take this bold move just days after Mitch and the Republicans announced that they are no longer willing to work towards a bipartisan bill. The Senate Democrats announced on Wednesday that they have this budget resolution bill that would pave the way for a wide range of spending. Mainly, this bill will be supporting a large amount of things such as specifically universal pre-K, paid family leave, medical leave, nutritional assistance, as well as supporting the American people. Now, if we look at Chuck Schumer's tweet that he sent out a few days ago, he stated that he just stood with Bernie Sanders and Mark Warner and the Senate budget Democrats to say we have an agreement on a budget resolution, making the biggest investment in the middle class in decades to create jobs, rebuild infrastructure, act on climate change, and to expand Medicare to vision, dental, and hearing. These additional benefits to Medicare is much needed, guys, for our seniors and our Social Security recipients. We also know that the Democrats are all in on fighting climate change, and then both parties can agree on creating new jobs after we have just suffered from the pandemic. Now, this bill also guarantees not to raise any taxes on corporate taxes, as well as small businesses, as well as anyone who makes less than $400,000 per year. This bill would be in addition to the bipartisan bill that they already agreed on previously. That bill alone was around $579 billion. The bipartisan bill would include things like new roads, bridges and major projects, power infrastructure, passenger and freight rail, broadband infrastructure, water infrastructure, as well as public transit. So now we have these two bills on the table, and Senate Democrats hope to have these proposals finalized before Congress goes on their next recess break, which is in early August. So we have the human infrastructure bill worth $3.5 trillion, and we have the hard infrastructure bill, which is the bipartisan bill for $579 billion. But let's go ahead and play a clip of what one of the top leaders had to say about this new massive deal on the table, our main guy, Bernie Sanders. And here he goes, guys.
Just sort of top line, what are we talking about here?
Okay, what we're talking about is the understanding that for decades, working families have been struggling The very rich have been getting richer, and you got billionaires and large corporations that pay in a given year nothing in taxes. Point number one, this bill will substantially raise taxes on the richest people in this country and the largest corporations. That's number one. Number two, for decades, we have ignored the needs of working families. Everybody knows that we have a child care system which is dysfunctional. In my state, $15,000 a year, and that's about average nationally. Pre-K, the same. We have a higher education system where kids can't afford to go to college or are leaving school deeply in debt. Under the proposal we are bringing forth, no family in America would pay more than 7% of their income for child care, universal pre-K, free tuition at public colleges and universities. This legislation ends the international disgrace, Chris. We're the only country on earth that doesn't provide paid family and medical leave. We're going to end that. We are going to deal in the most aggressive way imaginable with the housing crisis, where you got 18 million families paying 50% of their limited incomes on housing. We're dealing in the other bipartisan bill with the physical infrastructure. And of course, we are making the largest investment in this country's history in transforming our energy system away from fossil fuel to combat the existential threat of climate change, among many other provisions. In other words, what the president has done and what we have done is said, you know what, let's look at the crises facing working families and the planet. Let's address those crises.
So yes, guys, as you can see, Bernie Sanders is very pleased of this much needed action. He feels confident that they can finally get this thing done. And Bernie Sanders believes that this is the most consequential piece of legislation since 1930s. Now, that says a lot, guys, but then again, we are talking about politics, right? Now, not to confuse any of you guys any further than you already are, but Joe Manchin is even open to the budget deal, but cautioned that they will need time to review it on how it's paid for to make sure that the corporate tax increases don't hurt competitiveness in the U.S. companies. And this is what he said right here.
We're anxious to basically review it. They worked hard on it. We want to see it. Also, I've been very clear that I want to see the pay force and make sure that whatever we do is globally competitive. I'm open to looking at everything they provide. Okay? They're going to have to provide all the information that's going to be needed. They worked hard. They should have a proposal.
Manchin also says that he supports immigration provisions in the budget reconciliation bill as well. When he was asked by reporters, he responded and said that, yeah, I'm fine with it. So this is pretty unique, as Manchin has pretty much been the moderate Democrat that opposed most of the provisions that the Democrats have pushed for. So getting Joe Manchin on board with this package definitely says a lot, as well as the potential for this bill to succeed to legislation. Now, this specific bill does not contain any stimulus checks that most people are looking for. Those will be included in the Americans Families Plan. But with getting these two bills done, pretty much paves the way for the Americans Families Plan. And as you can see, that families are still struggling in this country from the rise in prices and the increase in inflation, as well as eviction moratoriums ending at the end of this month, Americans still not having enough food on the table to eat. There is bound to be a fourth stimulus check to be included sometime this year. Now, this bill is not yet finalized, guys. Right now, the Senate Democrats have reached this deal, but the House still needs to review the bill and make any necessary changes, which is usually where we could see changes within this bill. We hardly ever see bills proposals that are released where both the House and the Senate agree on them as they stand. So we will be following this story much closer now that we are getting even closer to passing legislation that could bring more money to those in need to build up this economy. And yes, we are recovering slowly from the effects of the pandemic, but we still have a long way to go, guys. And we definitely need to see at least one more stimulus check sometime sometime in the fall. President Biden is pretty excited about this bill, and he gave his warm welcome to the Senate Democrats on Capitol Hill yesterday. He met with lawmakers to rally them in support of the infrastructure agenda that was proposed, which it's only been about 24 hours, and this thing is picking up a lot of momentum so far. So I hope that continues as they go through the process. Biden told reporters that we're going to get this done. And then Elizabeth Warren said this.
He is very happy about the fact that we're moving forward with an historic deal, a deal that's going to work for families all across this nation. It was both a celebration and a reminder of how much hard work lies ahead, but it's good work.
Well, guys, we have come a long way, but we are making more progress once again. Congress is back in session for this time being, and we hope that they keep their promises to the American people and have these proposals signed before the next recess break in August. Now, do you guys think the Republicans will respond back towards this $3.5 trillion package deal? Do you think that they will propose another skinny bill in hopes that someone would be interested in it? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm curious to see what you guys think about it. And before we move any further, guys, we need to have word from our sponsor for today's video. Are you tired of YouTubers telling you to sign up for Webull to get 2 free stocks? Do you get frustrated after they tell you that you have to deposit $100 to receive the free stocks? Well, that is no longer the case. I have just partnered with Webull, and they have updated their promotion specifically for my viewers. They know that y'all don't have $100 to spare. Hell, we still trying to figure out how to get the 4th stimulus check. So they have lowered the bar, and now you can get your free stocks after you deposit just $5 or more. I know you got $5, guys. Everyone has $5 to spare, right? And the beauty is you don't have to spend the money after you deposit it. So this is the best offer ever, where you can get 2 free stocks after you deposit just $5. All you have to do is just go ahead and open up an account using the link down below. Then you will receive your first stock up to $300. Then after you deposit $5 or more, then you receive your second stock worth up to $2,000. This is totally risk-free, guys, and a great way to receive some free money. Now, this promotion ends on July the 20th, so you want to go ahead and make sure that you sign up today. Link down in the description. The checks are here. The checks are here. Millions of Americans are expected to receive another stimulus check this morning. These are from the child tax credits. Those individuals who make less than $75,000 per year or couples making under $150,000 per year. You will be receiving a $300 check for children under the age of 6 years old and a $250 check for children between 6 and 17 years old. I've seen some of you comment that you received a pending payment in your bank accounts for yesterday the 14th, that the money was going to be available. If you received yours yesterday or even this morning, comment down below and let us know that the IRS is keeping their promises of when to expect these child tax credits. Also, for those who pay taxes on their unemployment income when they file their 2020 tax return, you should be receiving your tax refund check this week as well. The IRS said that they are sending 4 million tax refunds this week. This is for the people who receive more than $10,200 in unemployment benefits. The tax code was updated in the American Rescue Plan, and they no longer have to pay taxes on the first $10,200. Anything above that number, then you pay taxes on that amount. So the IRS is sending IRS refund checks to those who filed early this year. Any of you received those yet? Comment down below and let us know as well. And if you don't want to comment, hey, just hit the like button for me. Moving on, Johnson & Johnson is back in the news again, guys, and it's not related to the vaccine shot. This time they are in trouble for another product. They are recalling about 5 aerosol sunscreen products after finding low amounts of substance that could cause cancer with enough exposure. These products and one Aveeno product were recalled after it found low levels of benzene, which could lead to leukemia if exposed for long periods of time. J&J said that the exposure levels found in their products don't really pose any health risk, but they are recalling them and being proactive and cautious. And one of my favorite artists, Britney Spears, tears. I know, guys, don't laugh at me, guys. Don't laugh at me and don't judge me either. But she is in the middle of a battle right now with her conservatorship and trying to get it removed. And yesterday she revealed shocking information that she wants her father, Jamie Spears, to be charged with conservatorship abuse. She told the judge that she wants to press charges against her father and she wants an investigation to be performed. She was also granted to get a new lawyer in place of her old lawyer to help her through the existing abusive conservatorship. So I think this is some positive news, guys, on the Free Britney movement. And like I said, guys, hey, don't judge me. Anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But don't forget about the Rakuten promotion where you can get $30 for free after signing up and using the cashback portal on your first purchase. Rakuten is a cashback portal that offers you cashback percentages of the amount of money that you spend at your favorite stores like Amazon, Kohl's, Walmart, Nike Store, Target, and many, many more. All you have to do is just go to their website, Rakuten.com, and click on your favorite store such as Kohl's. And then it will redirect you to Kohl's.com's website. From there, it will track how much money you spend on your purchase. Then you will get free money back in return. It's super easy, guys, and I have been using this portal since 2011. So go ahead and sign up today to take advantage of this special promotion where you can get $30 for free. This offer expires at the end of this month. So if you have any questions, hey, don't hesitate to ask. This has been another fourth stimulus check update for today. Now, if you enjoyed any of this information or found it to be useful, be sure to hit the like button for me. It definitely helps out a lot, and it also tells YouTube to share this video with others. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for me so that you can be a part of this community, and hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Again, as always, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.